Welcome in to episode 164 of Phired Up. Check us out at firedupsports.com. I'm Mike Giletto. Joining me as always, Dom Console. Dom, what's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on?
Not much.
I gotta fix my camera here a little bit.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Do what you got to do.
That way nobody, I had to tell people so we don't get seasick,
Yes, exactly. All good. But yeah, really. I mean, there's really not a whole lot. Really, we're kind of still waiting for football season. I know the Eagles played the preseason game, but like, let's be real, we're still waiting for some football. I'll just say that. But yeah, it's kind of been a slow week, especially because like with the Phillies on the West Coast, I haven't really been staying up to watch them all that often. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, they're letting up 10, 11 runs every game over there. It seems like.
The Dodger series was
Yes,
not bad.
yeah.
I
I'm
did, I
mainly
did
talking
watch a
about the
good
Diamondbacks.
I did watch a good portion of the Dodger series, or as much as I possibly could. And I was the opposite with the Diamondback series. So
Are you jumping off the cliff yet? Yeah. What are you doing with the Phillies?
no.
You're not there yet.
No. So I think that when from the middle of April to about the London series was, their great run, right? Like that's when they, went on that historic run. And then the London series comes, and after that series, I felt like it's been a little bit more of what the Phillies have been the last 2 years, where they've just been like, good but not great, but not bad, but not like just average, a little above average. And then it was around that Oakland series, right before the break, from the Oakland series up until really the Dodger series, or throughout the Seattle series. Like, it's been brutal. It's been really, really bad. And I kind of feel like they're kind of getting back to that, like, in between London and the Oakland series before the break.
But while they weren't brutal in that stretch, they were just kind of okay. Isn't that still a little bit like cause for concern?
Because I think that's who they are, and I think that's who they've proven to be the last 2 years, and I think that they can win that way, and I think that they've positioned themselves to be good enough.
Yeah, but they have a giant payroll to just be okay.
Well, I've already told you that I think they're still missing a bat. Like,
Sure, yeah.
so I don't necessarily disagree, but they feel that they're good enough to be to win with what they have. So I think they're a little bit more of what they. I think their true colors are a little bit more of what you've seen lately, or these last two series really, and what they were from the London series to, the All-Star break.
Yeah. I don't know. I just look at
they haven't been home run or bust, even in that like that crazy from mid-April to, the London series. Even they weren't hitting a ton of home runs either. Like,
they're really not a home run team.
Not this year. The last
No.
2 years they were, but not this year.
I mean, what's Schwarber on pace for? 35, if that.
He's got 27 right now.
Okay, so 35 to, I don't know, 38 ish.
Yeah,
that's just me doing quick math in my head, but yeah,
they're not hitting a ton of home runs. And
no,
listen,
they're really not.
There were times in that stretch from mid-April to the London series where they were they won 2-0, they won 3-0, they won 3-2. Their pitching has been their pitching is what got them from mid-April to the London series, and I think the hitting was good, but I think the pitching really carried them. And look at what they've done these last, before the Arizona series, but like even the Seattle games, like they put up runs in Seattle, they put up runs in LA. Obviously they won 2 of those games, but it's like I feel like pitching is like the biggest thing right now. Is like that's what got them through that crazy crazy run.
They were the best rotation in the league at one point. Sure. But it just I don't know. We talk about it all the time, like consistency with this team, and we saw it. It's hard to really say we saw it that much the year they went to the World Series 2 years ago, because you go to the World Series, and I don't think lack of hitting or bats going cold is the reason they lost to Houston. I think Houston was just a better baseball team. But last year we saw the bats go cold. And now we're seeing, we saw stretches this year, and we're seeing pitching, not play as well as they did in the first half. Inconsistency with
Oh,
this team is going to be the death of them.
I do think the bats played a little bit of a part in the Houston series.
A little bit, but I just think Houston was a better team. If the bats were there, I still think they lose the series.
Well, what I was going to say was I think that partially it was the bats and also defense. Their defense sucked.
Sure.
The game where Hoskins had a couple errors, like those errors cost them that game.
Sure. But
Segura I think had an
that's the way
error.
the team was built though. Like
Yeah, I know.
Hoskins was never a good defender. Like
No, I'm not saying
I'm
he
talking about
was.
I'm talking about the specific team, I think.
Right. That's what it
Yeah.
lost in 2022
Sure.
is the fact that they couldn't hit as much as they could
Sure.
prior series to that World Series, and the defense. And then last year it was a combination of the pitching because Ranger came in and gave up 4 runs in Game 7 at home.
And
that
Kimbrel blew, what was it, game 5? Or
Game
6?
4.
4?
Yeah. It was either 4 or 5, but no, it was 4 because it was the second game there. But yeah, I don't know. I really think the pitching has to come back around a little bit. I think that's really what carried them to that historic, start.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. But like, can you expect that though? Like, I think Wheeler, I think he had a bad outing his last time or two times. I forget exactly the details, but like, I think he'll come around. I think he'll bounce back.
I hope.
Wheeler, you're not as confident.
I'm not saying I'm not confident. I just hope that's it's not the other.
I trust him more than anybody else in the rotation
Sure.
to bounce back. I think.
Sure.
Nola's kind of hit or miss. He could be great. He could be mediocre. Like, you don't know what you're getting with Nola. I like the way he pitched in the postseason last year.
I mean, we've known that about Nola though. Like that's been Nola the last 2, 3, 4 years. You don't know which one you're getting.
Sure. And Ranger, I think, can bounce back, especially like playoff Ranger. We know he's just got balls of steel, so I'm hopeful that he can kind of get back into the swing of things come October.
I'm just hoping that this like time to sit down and I know he's hurt, but like this time to sit down and like really figure it out because he's never pitched this much in his career. So like I'm really hoping he really comes back with a rest from this rest. And kind of comes back to what he was.
Yeah, I mean, looking back, they probably should have shut him down even sooner.
And Sanchez does not look great right now either.
Nope. But
I just think it's like a real issue if you have 2, 3 guys that like can't pitch a full season.
Yeah.
If you have one guy, okay, I understand that. But now you have 2 guys where you're like, well, they've never pitched X amount of games in a single season, and like now we're gonna try to go into the playoffs with both of them pitching a full season. Like it just didn't make sense to me.
Then other than those guys, what are the alternatives, right? Taijuan Walker, who is also hurt and can't really pitch a full season, and when he does, I don't really, you don't trust him,
right? Or Phillips. I don't know what Phillips is. He looks like Sandy Koufax one game, and then he looks like
I don't know about that.
Adam Eaton the next.
Right? Yeah. Exactly. So you don't know what you're getting there. It's a lot to put on young guys who've never been there before. But yeah, I mean, it's one of the things. Like I know we talked about it. Like the trade deadline stuff is like, do you make a move for a starter even though it's a crowded rotation and a crowded pitching room? But like, I don't know that the quality's all that there. Like in order to trust them deep into the postseason.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I guess we'll see as the season goes on. I mean, I just kind of feel like they're kind of getting back to what they were prior to the All-Star break, which isn't terrible. I'd take that over, what they were the 2 weeks from the All-Star break to last week.
Yeah, thank God the Braves and the Mets don't really want it because the Phillies somehow picked up a game. I think over the last 10 games. So
yeah, if I read something where like I think the Braves, or no, if the Phillies went like a certain record or something, they would be like 12 or 13 games above because the Braves were that bad in the same stretch that the Phillies have been that bad.
Yeah. Is it there's no like they might miss the playoffs. Like I'd have to look at the
Yeah,
standings. I'm gonna pull them up now.
they're the last wild card as
Are
of
they
right
the
now.
last?
Well, before tonight's games, they were the last wild card.
Yep, and the Mets are only a half game back of them.
Yeah.
So, and then the Giants are 1.5 back of the Braves.
Yep.
So I mean the wild card race is interesting.
And then I think the Reds are around there too, right?
I just had it up. The Cardinals are 2 games back. The Cubs are 3 games back, and the Reds are 4 games back
Okay.
of the Braves.
Okay.
So,
And then I think the Dodgers and the Phillies are now tied for the best record in the NL.
correct. Yep.
Yeah.
That is correct.
But I guess the Phillies have the tiebreaker. I'd assume.
Is tiebreaker head to head?
I'm just assuming. But you know what happens when you assume.
Yep, sure do. I don't know if it's I don't know if it'd be the division record. I don't know if it would be head to head. I don't know how they do things, to be honest with you. And the Brewers are 2 games back of the Phillies and Dodgers.
Okay.
So
the only positive is that like it gets a little bit easier here. They do have a tough stretch next week, I think, or like the last week or 2 of August. But then September gets really easy. I think they play Miami for 2, which is a strange thing. They play Miami for 2, then they play the Nationals for 4, and then what? They go to Kansas City.
I'm looking at it now. So Miami for 2, Washington for 4, 3 against Atlanta in Atlanta,
and then Houston,
and then Kansas City.
Okay.
Then Houston, then Atlanta.
Do they go to Atlanta first, or they come here?
They
for Atlanta?
Go to Atlanta first. They go to Atlanta, go to Kansas City, come home against Houston, and then they stay home for a 4-game set against Atlanta.
Okay, that was the Sunday night flex. Sunday Night Baseball did the
yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure they thought it would be a better race when they flexed that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still a division. It's still a division team, and that's what 7 critical games in the span of 2 weeks.
Sure.
So I mean, if you go 2-5 in those games against them, they're making some serious ground.
Yeah, it's gotten serious. Yeah.
So again, you take those 7 games, and then you add 6 games, 3 against the Royals and 3 against Houston. It's a tough 2.5 week stretch.
Yeah, I mean Kansas City's not some team that's going to roll over.
Kansas City's really good.
Yeah, but then I think September gets a little easy or easier than what the last 2 months.
You got Toronto. You got 4 in Miami.
Toronto's not good.
Miami's not good. Miami, yeah. You got 3 against Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay's not good.
You play the Mets.
The Mets. I'm confident enough to beat the Mets.
You play Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's going to be the toughest.
Then you play the Mets again.
Yeah.
And then you play Chicago and not White Sox. Chicago
Cubs.
and Washington.
Yeah. They
Chicago
both stink.
and Washington to finish the season.
Yeah, they both stink.
Yeah. So theoretically they should end all right, but
yeah.
Again, you said earlier, what happens when you assume?
Yeah. You make an ass out of you and me. So
right. So I saw some things about it earlier. And it's kind of a topic that we thought that I feel like a lot of people kind of, spoke ad nauseum last year is the Trey Turner thing, because he's been really bad of late, and his average I think is still fairly decent.
I think it's still hovering 300.
Right, but he's been dreadful the last however many weeks it's been. So now we've seen him for 2 seasons. Both seasons kind of a tale of 2 halves in the season. Should we be concerned that this is Trey Turner? That he's just gonna have a cold half of the year and a great half of the year.
No,
you just have to hope the good half comes at the end of the season.
He was a career 300 hitter before coming here.
Sure.
He, I think that last year was the first year of a big deal, and there are times where guys go to new places and their first year is not very good, and then they come back around. I think this year he was the true version of himself. I just think he's in a slump right now, and that happens. That happens to almost all players at some point in the season, unless you're one of 10 players that just goes a full season where they just and that might be too hot. That might be, being nice about it. Like there might not be 10 guys that
Right.
that pull out through a whole season of hitting 300 plus. So I just think maybe he's like in a little bit of a slump. He had a hit yesterday. I'm not that concerned about it. I don't know that he's as good as he was before he got hurt, and then right after he got hurt, he was hitting what, like 330 or 340. Like,
Yeah, stupid.
yeah, but like I'm not that concerned about Trey Turner. I think he's a good enough player. I don't think this is who he is. I think he's just in a slump right now. That
Yeah,
happens.
I think I tend to agree. But there's one post I saw earlier that called the contract a disaster. Like, let's pump the brakes
I don't
on
know about
that. Like,
that.
it's a little early to say that. And listen, there's still what 10, 11 years left on the thing, so
Yeah,
it could end that way for sure.
9. Well,
Not
eight,
nine.
eight after this year because it's a 10-year deal, wasn't it?
Was it a 10? I thought it was 11. Was
I
it
thought it was
not?
10 for 3.
I have to look. I guess it was 11, but you might be right.
It might be 11 because he makes what, 25 a year.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up now. It was an 11-year. Yeah, 11 years.
Okay.
300 million. Yep.
So 9 more after this.
Right.
But that's why you got Aiden Miller. That's why I don't trade Aiden Miller.
Exactly. Staying with the infield though, because I've seen some discourse about Bryson Stott. Hasn't been good, obviously. Maybe you
Can
put
I?
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, maybe you put Sosa, kind of give him more opportunity there.
I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I Stott's been hitting like I think it was like 300 in the last 3 weeks. He's been really good recently.
He's been better. Yep.
He has been very disappointing this full season. I'm gonna call out somebody on our show that he's not here tonight, Chris, who insisted that we think that we we think about is he as
26?
good as Utley?
Yeah.
Is he as good as Utley? And I told him on the show. I told him off the show. The power hitting second basemen don't come around often. They don't fall off trees, I think he had what, like 4 of 5 years, 4 out of 5 years, where he had like 28 plus or something. Homers.
Utley, yeah,
something
like that. It sounds about right.
And in 07, he didn't have it because he was hurt for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks. I was actually at that game, but when he broke his hand, but But yeah, no, I mean, and it's not. It's a lot of people who have anointed Stott the best second baseman in Phillies history, and just as good as Utley. Or this guy's going to be as good as Utley, or better than Utley, or he's already better than Utley was at this age. Like, it's not even close yet. And I love Stott. Stott's one of my favorite Phillies right now. Like, I think he plays the game well. I love the walk up song when the whole crowd sings it. I like his attitude. He's good on both ends. He is nowhere near Chase Utley. And I'm not even this big Utley guy. Utley was like my 4th favorite guy in that era. But yeah, we got to pump the brakes a little bit.
Well, it also doesn't help that like he started the year on absolute fire, so people kind of thought that's what Stott was just gonna be. Yeah, and then he just fell off a cliff.
Well, yeah, I mean he was hot for like 2 weeks, and then
yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. It's been disappointing. What did I say? What did I say before the season started? Who was gonna be average? That you both thought I was crazy.
Who?
The guy who plays third base.
Yeah, fair enough.
He was on pace that you guys told me he was on pace to hit 140 RBIs. He's not even gonna break 100.
At one point, it got scary how little production he had.
Of course.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
He had like 2 RBIs in 25 games. Like,
yeah, I was crazy.
I mean, he's been really good recently. I think he's at 80. He was at 71
for
a while.
What's his average right now? Because I haven't looked at their stats.
297.
Okay, so it's below 300, but still around 300. I mean,
yeah, I'm cool with that. That's not, But again, like 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, he's hitting, 340.
Sure.
I'm not looking to stay at 340, but like it's creeping down there. He's starting to plateau a little bit. And the doubles is cool and all that. He leads the entire league in doubles. He's got 43, I think. So I mean it's great, but like I don't know, like I don't know. You guys told me before the season, or not before the season, but during April and May, he's on pace for 140 RBI. He's on pace for 30 homers and blah 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 blah. He's got 12 homers and 80 RBIs. He's in 297, and he's tied for 6th in the entire league in errors. He's an average third baseman.
Okay, fair enough. I can't argue it right now.
I
You're
won
not
one.
wrong.
Here you go.
You did, yeah, you
I
did.
won one.
Yeah, for once ever, I don't have a
Yep.
rebuttal,
There you go.
which is bad for a podcast.
Sure is.
No, I mean, I think
I'm
think
taking
Bo's
that one to
fine.
the
I
grave,
mean,
by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. But
I don't get many.
No, you don't. Especially not on the show.
Right.
Definitely don't. I usually fight like
Yeah.
tooth and nail.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I mean, I think Bohm's fine. Like, I think he'll bounce back.
I think he's put in an unfair situation personally.
Well, to be fair, like the team was winning a ton of games early on, and he was hitting all the RBIs because like guys were getting on base, and the team as the whole stopped hitting. So the opportunity.
I just think he's
Well
in a unfair situation. I don't think he's a 4-hitter. I don't think he's anywhere near a 4-hitter. But yeah, who else you gonna put there?
I was gonna say we've talked about it before. This team doesn't have one.
Right. And even if he wasn't like a 30 homer guy, like which you'd prefer at the 4-hole, he's not even a 20 homer guy this year.
No.
So, and again, it's not his fault. It's starts up front, starts up top. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Bohm is probably better suited. Where would you put Bohm? Like an ideal lineup, like 6 or 7? 6, maybe.
I'd be fine with him at 5. I'd be fine with him at 5.
Okay.
I'd be okay with that. I mean, ideally, you'd prefer a 5-hitter to hit a lot of homers too, or for power.
That's why I was saying 6, because like you're still gonna get a ton of like RBI opportunities at 6.
Well,
he hits the ball, he gets hits.
I guess in an ideal world that would be fine. Hitting 6th, but like I think if they went out and got one more, because I think they're just missing that one piece, that one power piece. If they go out and want one power piece, I'm fine with him hitting 5th.
Is it fair that I'm more down on this team than I've been the last 2 years? Like I think this is the least chance they have of making it far out of the last 2 years.
Well,
and maybe the last 2 years is unfair because like I don't think anybody really expected them to go to the World Series against the Astros. Like I think they kind of had a magical run.
Sure, it was like the 2010 Flyers. It's right. I was more disappointed last year than I was the year before.
Oh, definitely.
Because they should have going into the playoffs. We were expecting a World Series, going to the World Series again. And they should.
And they were a better team than Arizona, and I think they were a better team than Texas, to be honest.
Sure, I think that the reason I'm not disappointed yet, or like I'm not out, because I think they could play the way that they're playing right now. That post London series to the All-Star break. I think if they could continue with that, that's who they've been the last 2 years. So like, what makes it any different reaching the playoffs and doing what they did the last 2 years? It
just feels different because when this team loses this year, it feels like the wheels just fall off. Right? They're losing
because they had such a historic start.
Sure.
I just think maybe you or other people have to come to the or come to grips with the idea that they probably weren't that team and they just played well above.
I think that's obvious now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think once you accept that at least that's how I feel. I've accepted that, and like I think that's what's making me get through this whole thing is that they're gonna play teams that they should beat, like the Miami and Washington series. They have to go 5-1. And if they do, you're happy, and like, but that's what this team was the last 2 years is that up and down roller coaster that, and then once they hit the playoffs, they flip a switch. That's why until I see them in the playoffs and see that they don't flip that switch, that's when I'll worry.
Okay, and one final point: if it does happen where it's an early bounce or they just don't look inspired at all in the play, like Thompson's done, right?
I don't think so. I mean, again,
doesn't argue me you could do it right now.
No,
I understand,
but like, what else? What is he supposed to do? They don't go out and get they didn't go out and get a bat.
Yeah.
They probably needed another starter. They didn't go out and get another starter. So like, well, how is that his fault?
It's not, but his job is to, I don't know, motivate his guys to succeed. And if they continue this and continue into the playoffs and they don't go far, I think he's partially to blame. He's not fully to blame. I'll give you that, but
I don't know.
Somebody's got to fall on the sword.
I just think that the way that the last 2 years kind of went, where we didn't really expect them to be as good, and they were. I think that's what keeps him around. I don't know.
Then who falls on the sword? 'Cause I think somebody has to take blame.
Um, I don't
Because
think
I
it's
don't.
anybody.
You don't think anybody?
No,
Because
because
they're not getting rid of Dabrowski.
no, they're not. I don't think they're getting rid of anybody. I think they're just they go into this offseason again and say, all right, well, maybe we have to make that move that we didn't want to make at the deadline for Brent Rooker, or I don't know if it's Robert, but like maybe we're gonna have to trade one of
O'Shea,
these
yeah.
prospects or one or two of these top prospects. Like maybe we're gonna have to make that move we didn't want to make in July, in February or January.
Yeah.
I just think they're gonna see how it plays out. And I genuinely do think even if they get bounced early or if they get bounced late in a painful fashion like it was last year, I still don't think Thompson gets fired. I still think they say you finish out your deal. We'll see how you do after next year. And then after next year comes and it's the similar outcome where they just can't get over the hump, then they say, okay, thanks, but your contract's up, and he retires.
Yep. All right. Fair enough. Anything else, Phillies, before we move on?
No, I just think they really need to. They need to buckle down. They need to
Yep.
at the very least go 4-2
Yeah.
in this series. 5-1 is ideal, but yeah, I don't know. Hopefully they can come back home. They get to sleep in their own beds and they can figure this out.
Just need their confidence back. That's really
yeah.
Because like, did you see the press conference of Bryce Harper? Like, he just looked.
He looked insane.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was gonna be like like Schwarber hit the 3 homers against the Dodgers, and like I thought that was gonna be like the
turnaround moment.
Here's the thing, though. It's like aside from last year, like because I think they went 3-1 in Arizona last year in the series, or in Arizona, they never play well in Arizona. Like they're historically bad in Arizona. So like, hopefully that's what I'm hoping it was. It's just like they just go to Arizona, like they go to Arizona, and they're just not good. Like Arizona's a good home team this year.
Yeah.
So it's hard to judge the book when it's not a finished written product.
I like that. I like that quote. There you go.
We're gonna put on some T-shirts.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
That's all I got.
Okay. No, fair enough. We'll see what happens. So let's move over to the Eagles. How much did you watch any of the game? It sounded like no.
I tuned in here and there, but I had a lot going on. I didn't really get to watch much.
Yeah, I didn't really watch any of it. I tried.
I saw the
touchdown.
touchdown.
Hijacking the TV. But so from what so none of the starters played, obviously. But I think at one point I saw they were dressed. Was the plan for them to play like a drive? I know it was.
So there was a
night.
report. There was a report earlier in the day on was it Friday?
It was
earlier
Friday,
in the day on Friday that they were gonna play, and then
it was like
right before the game started. I guess they pulled them because of the weather.
Yeah, we were getting like the tail end of like a hurricane or something. Like it was
like
rain,
tropical
rained
storm,
for like 3 days straight. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's okay. That makes more sense because I did see them like dressed at one point. So
a lot of them had just the jersey on. They didn't have the pads on.
Okay.
Like Saquon came out in the first half with just his jersey. Dallas Goedert didn't wear. He was when the game right as the game was starting. They showed Barkley and Goddard talking on the bench. Barkley had his jersey, but Goddard didn't.
I thought I saw them dressed like in warm-ups, not during the game, but I thought I saw them warm-ups.
It's possible. I do think that they do go out there and warm up and then go back, take their stuff off, and come back out. But
yeah, it could be true. Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I think it's very. I don't know if the funny is the right word, but remember last year going into week 1, or right after week 1. Sirianni came out and said, the guys just didn't seem ready. Maybe next year I have to reevaluate on whether or not to play them in the preseason. Was it you and I that were talking about that?
We might have.
I think it was. I was talking to somebody, maybe last week's show or.
Nah, man, was it me? No, I don't think it was. I don't.
No,
I remember. Right. I remember that conversation last year, though. Yeah, I remember that.
So I think it was somebody else. Me and somebody else were talking about it the other day. about how they played New England week 1 last year and how he came out and said that, they just looked gassed and maybe next year I have to reevaluate whether, how hard I push them in training camp and if I have to play them in the preseason. That's something me and the coaches have to talk about next year. And week 1 comes preseason and nobody plays. Well, at least,
I was
like
gonna say,
Nolan Smith played, but like,
yeah, but also if that report's true, like they were gonna play, but the weather was just shit. Like,
hopefully.
yeah, I think there's some truth to that because
Okay.
it was rainy. Like I'll give them that. So the last thing you want is somebody slip, fall, tear something.
I guess
just from the weather.
When's the next game? Thursday or Friday or?
That's a good question. You think I'd know these things? Let me see if I can find it.
It's Thursday. Thursday at 7. So we'll find out Thursday.
Right. And that is in, where are they playing?
New England.
Okay, New England, yeah.
And then the following week they're home Saturday against
the Vikings.
Is it the Vikings?
Vikings, yep. 1:00 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But the only real talking point I have about the Eagles, because full disclosure, I don't watch any of the game, and I don't really care about like the third and fourth stringers of a preseason game. But the one thing is, A, did the Eagles dodge a bullet with Hassan Reddick, and B, should they try to get him back?
Well, wait. I kind of do want to still talk a little bit about some of the things that I saw in the preseason game. Quinyon Mitchell he's going to start. He's going to be the slot.
I told you last week. I think he will.
Yeah. He's going to be the slot corner. Did you see what Avonte Maddox said today about him?
No.
Basically, they asked him like, you're fighting with him for that spot. How's that going? Like, and Avonte said, you know what, we're competing for the spot. He said, but I really like the kid. I'm out here to help him every step of the way. We're gonna battle on the field and off the field we're brothers, and like I'm never gonna not help him because I know my ability and I know his ability, and we're gonna compete and anything to win basically. And I thought that was a great response.
It is. The defense in general, I think, is a really tight defense.
Sure. It's a really tight D.
Yeah, I don't know that joke works as well as you think it does.
It's a good one. But yeah, no. I did really like that response. I think you're right. I think Mitchell will start at the slot. I think Rodgers and Slay are going to be on the outside. He's going to be in the inside. Shipley caught a nice touchdown from my boy Kenny Dimes. And Nolan Smith had a sack. Did we talk about this last week on the show? I can't remember.
A little tiny bit. Nolan Smith.
He is the one that I'm most excited to see in this preseason. He had a sack. What else? Apparently Bradbury looks great in the safety at safety. Okay. And linebacker's going to be an issue.
It certainly will be. Yes.
And Zach Bond is your best linebacker. We've got problems. Although Trotter didn't. I thought Trotter looked
decent. From what I've heard, he looked decent.
Yeah, he looked okay.
So,
but I'm not going to count on a 5th round pick rookie,
right?
to lead my defense. So
definitely not. And Nakobe Dean, who knows what you have there?
Yeah. It's a shame because Nakobe Dean, that game against Tennessee 2 years ago, he had like 10 tackles or something, a couple tackles for losses. Like, he looked like the real deal. And then last year, he just looked like he did a total 180. And maybe he just wasn't healthy all year. But even going into this year, I've just heard, him and White have not looked good. I really think that's why they got DeJean. I really do. I really think they're going to plug him in places. He's going to change.
So?
Yeah, I don't know about this year, but I think going forward, maybe as the season goes on, but I do think they've brought him in to make this, to kind of create a position almost, like a position.
Hybrid.
Yeah. Like he's going to play a little bit of, he's going to rush the quarterback. He's going to play a little bit of slot. He's going to play a little bit of linebacker. He's going to drop back at safety. He's going to be all over the place. Whether he's going to be good or not. Yeah, whether he's going to be good or not, it's a totally different argument.
He's athletic and has talent. It's worth a shot.
Except he's white.
That is, well, yeah. I mean,
we'll see.
I guess that's a deterrent, right?
But yeah, the Hassan Reddick stuff is crazy, man.
It is. I don't personally understand it because
Go ahead.
why trade what you traded to get him without knowing or being comfortable that you could either sign him or know what the price to sign him is going to be?
You're talking about from the Jets.
From the Jets perspective, yes.
Okay, so I have to look up this tweet that I saw from Diane Rossini.
Yep.
One
This is
sec.
from today, I assume.
Today,
Because I think the report came out this morning. I think, right, or mid afternoon, something like that.
Yep, Diana Rossini, whatever her name is. Hold on.
I think she's for ESPN, I believe.
Yep.
At least she
Okay,
was. I don't know if
so
she still is.
this is her tweet as of 2 hours ago. So it says, trust and communication issues led to the situation between the Jets and Hassan Reddick. Here's what I know. The Jets traded for Reddick knowing he wanted a contract adjustment. All teams interested in trading with the Eagles were told he wanted a new deal. The Jets made a below-market offer before the trade. Reddick turned it down. So the Jets reached out to Reddick before the trade and said, here's what we'd offer. Excuse me. He turned that down. The Jets moved forward with the trade without a deal in place anyway. The Jets never made a new offer on a long-term extension because they say they were informed by Reddick's rep that he would play under his current contract. That is not the player's side. Reddick's camp believes the Jets said they would do a deal and trusted this would get done by camp. A few weeks ago, the Jets called and said they would be willing to rework the current deal if he showed up. From the player's side, that's not what they agreed to that's not what they agreed on to before the trade, so he didn't show. Now trust is broken by all. That was a lot.
I mean, it is. Well, I think there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Like
basically
both sides, I think.
Yes. So basically, they reached out to Reddick before they made a deal with the Eagles. He declined that whatever the deal was going to be in terms of
they
contract.
made the trade anyway.
They made the trade anyway
because it sounds like
right.
Well, they made the trade because they were told he's going to play. He's going to honor his contract. He's going to play under his contract.
Correct. Well, that's what they think. The Jets are saying that, well, you told me that you would play under this new contract, and Reddick is saying, I never said that. You told me we would get a deal done. So it's basically there's three sides to every story. His side, their side, and the truth. I'm just full of t-shirt quotes today, baby.
Yep, exactly.
We gotta fire them. We gotta fire them on some t-shirts and go to Wildwood and sell them on the boardwalk.
Dom Hallmark. There you go. Yeah, it's just wild. I mean, it's probably. I mean, I know when they made the trade, everybody was like, "What the hell is Howie doing?" But maybe he's just a locker room.
Myself.
Maybe just a locker room thing. Like, did you really want this inside the locker room? I don't. And you get by all accounts a good player in Huff. Like, I think they made pretty damn good on the trade.
I think Reddick is probably the better player than Huff.
I agree.
Is he worth the 25 to 28 million? I don't know. At this point in his career, I don't know. And I just wish he would play on this last year to prove whether or not he is worth that money. That's
why I don't like the way the NFL does contracts. And I understand why they don't do fully guarantees. I mean, kind of like basketball and hockey and baseball. Like, I know they don't do guarantee contracts, but for this reason, I just want you to honor your contract, play it out, and move on to the next one. I get why they don't, but I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, we talked about this when all the rumors were coming out in what was it, like April, about the possible trade, and that's why I said, man, I was like, I don't care that if it's for a 6th round pick. I don't think you take the chance in, him possibly maybe showing up in training camp, and now he's doing that in New York,
and he's gonna find a shitload of money for it.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like CD Lamb too. Like it's crazy that the Cowboys will not pay their 2 best players.
Yep,
their 2 best players are CD Lamb and Micah Parsons, and they refuse to pay either of them. So, and I love to see it,
but yet they give Dak a blank check, and Dak's fine. Like, I don't think he's as bad as Philly fans want to believe he is, but they're willing to pay him whatever the fuck he wants, but yet they won't pay their 2 best players.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that happens this offseason or next offseason rather.
No,
but yeah, I don't know. It's a crazy league, man.
Certainly is. Other than that, I got nothing else to talk. What do you want to talk about for the next 20 minutes?
I don't know.
So I was on Sporkle. All right.
I've been sitting here looking at this the entire time,
Okay.
backstage, and I'm like, I think that's Sporkle, but I
It
can't
is. It
tell.
is. But it's really tough. For some reason, this quiz that I have is so damn small. Let me see if I put it on the screen and see if it'll like actually look decent. It's really hard. It's really hard to
Whoa,
see.
who's that guy?
I don't. It's one. It's an ad. I don't know.
Ah,
So these are NFL starting quarterbacks from the Philadelphia Eagles, from '99 on.
okay.
This should be fairly. Well, I don't want to say easy
Yeah.
because I'm sure we'll.
I feel like we should get this.
But it's timed. It's 4 minutes. Can we do it in 4 minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to try this out?
Sure.
All right. Let's do it. Play quiz starting now.
All right, so we got
Hurts.
Doug. Well, yeah, I guess we could do that. What year is it? 99?
99.
really see
Yep.
it.
So McNabb.
Okay, McNabb.
Okay, that's correct. Jeff Garcia is on my mind.
Yeah, Jeff Garcia.
Okay. Carson Wentz, right?
Yeah.
Bradford.
Foles.
Foles.
Vic.
Sanchez. Vic.
Feely.
Yep, I spelled that right. Yep.
Kevin Cobb.
Cobb. Detmer? Did he play for the Eagles? Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's in the time frame, right? Yeah. Okay. 2011, 3 games. 2005, 7 games. 99, 9 games.
Try Doug Peterson for 99.
I suppose there you
PED,
go.
yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was. Doug Peterson. So we got a little less than 3 minutes left.
2011.
2011 played
Post
3
McNabb.
games.
Vic was here, but he was probably hurt, I'd assume.
3 games for them.
Cobb wasn't Cobb. I think Cobb was is before Foles. This is gonna kill me. What other years I can't see?
7 games in 2005, and then 4 starts from 21 to 22. So 21-22 would have been. Did Barkley start any games?
Matt Barkley?
Yeah,
I don't think so. You
I
could
don't
try
think
it.
He did. Did he? No, he didn't.
21-22. Who are the backups for Wentz? McCown? But I don't think he started a game.
Nah, I don't even know if I'm spelling that right. But I don't think it was him. No. 2005 is.
That wasn't. I was like that. That was like the like Feely, Detmer, McNabb. McNabb was hurt that year.
Yeah. Oh, he played 7 games.
Why can't I get the 21-22?
I know. I'm sure.
So no. So that was Hurts. So, Minshew.
Oh yeah. All right. How did we not get that? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Minshew.
Who was 21 though?
That was Minshew. 21 and 22.
Oh, okay.
He started in 4 games.
Gotcha.
All right. So we need 2 more. So 2011 played
05?
3 starts, and 05 played 7 starts.
Oh my God, 2011. Wow, this is bad. We should definitely get to 2011. The 05 is probably a little tougher, but 2011.
I feel like who followed Kevin Cobb? Because Cobb left in 2010.
Vic, but Vic had to have been out for a couple games.
Vic was in 09 to 13.
Right.
So yeah, it would have been a backup for Vic. We're gonna lose. We got 14 seconds left.
Yeah, because I think Foles was what 2013,
12
or 2012,
18. Yeah. So the year before Foles.
Damn. Oh well.
We lost this one.
At least we passed though.
Mike McMahon in 05 and Vince Young in 11. That was a dream team.
Oh,
We should have got that. All right, we should have got Vince
I
Young.
didn't know he started 3 games.
Neither did I, honestly. So
Hmm.
I feel like we should have got that.
Yeah, that was a little disappointing.
Up.
Pull up another one.
I was gonna say, which one do I do here? Can I go to Eagles? Where was they at? Hold on. Live on the fly here. All right, which do you see anything you want to do? I don't know if you can read
I
any
can't
of that.
really see it.
100 plus receptions for the Eagles post 2000.
100 receptions,
Eagles,
is that what you said?
yes, 100 plus receptions from 2000 to 2022 or 2000.
2000 to 2020.
Yes. Let me see. Eagles retired jersey numbers. I don't want to see anything else. Yearly rushing leaders.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do that.
All right. Let's try that. Now, can you see this
Oh,
at all?
shit. There's 90.
There is, but like
Nah,
one
I
player
can't see a
could be
thing.
like 10 of them, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So
It goes from what?
5 minutes.
1933?
1933 to 2022.
Yeah, I could get that.
All right. It's going to be a train wreck. All right. Let's do it.
So
Play quiz.
yeah, McCoy, Wilbert Montgomery, Westbrook, Sanders. I'm just trying to go like recent. What does it go to 23?
No, 2022 is the last year.
Okay.
Staley.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a good idea.
No, it was
I don't know
not.
if I know another Eagles running back. Not Sproul. Sproul's
Buckhalter. Did I spell that
I
right?
think.
He probably wasn't the leading rusher though.
No.
I don't even know if I'm spelling that right.
What's in between McCoy and Sanders?
15 to 18.
Ryan Matthews.
No.
But doesn't he spell his name weird?
Does he? Hold on. You know, for time things isn't working because my shit just froze. There we go. All right, we got Ryan Matthews, 2016.
DeMarco Murray.
Yep, 2015.
We just need 17 and 18.
17, 18, and 21.
Wendell Smallwood. Ugh.
Nope. Blunt, 2017.
You try it.
Yeah, he's 2017.
Yeah.
2000.
Jordan Howard.
No. I'm trying to think of like the 90s. Like what running back was in the 90s? This is all time bad work by us.
Yeah, this is horrible.
You know, I was gonna hit the I give up button. All right, I'm giving up here.
All right, fine.
Herschel Walker, Ricky Waters, McNabb was in 2000. Josh Adams in 2018. Who the fuck is Josh Adams?
Oh yeah, he was the Notre Dame running back.
Sure, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts in 2021. Cunningham for a lot of years. Tom Sullivan, Mike Hogan. Yeah, I mean, I never would have got Swede Hansen in 1933 to 35. Sure. Or
yeah, you don't know
36?
Swede Hansen?
No. Van Buren, we should have got.
Why? He's a quarterback.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but who else is running the ball for them in the fucking 40s?
A guy we don't know. It's not like, oh, we should have gotten Van Buren.
Fair. I don't know a single name other than Van Buren before 1978. 1976. I think I know Hogan, but that's a bad list. So let's do another one. Hold on. Let's see what we got here.
We could do a different sport. We don't have to do the Eagles.
All right. What do you want to do?
Either one, anyone.
What do you want to do?
You could do Flyers, Phillies, whatever.
I mean, you got my mind excited when you said Flyers. When Chris is on the show, we can't do many Flyers things. All right. All-time stats leader by position. Hat trick since 89 to 90. That's interesting. 30 goal scores, numbers, top 10 Art Ross finishes. What are you doing to 100 career goals?
Doesn't matter. Anything you want to do. I'm game for whatever.
I don't know. All right, let's what was that? Single season what? Single season scoring leaders?
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. You probably can't see any of that.
I cannot see a single thing. I just see 3 boxes, 3 columns. One is orange, one is black, and one is gray.
All right. Let me see.
Or 6 rather.
Can I zoom in? Does that help at all?
Not really. My eyes are shit, so
That doesn't help at all.
no. But it's fine.
What if I do that? What if I do that? Is that better?
A little bit, but
Okay. All right. So you gotta get your eyes checked, my guy.
oh, 100%.
Because I made that biggest shit. All right.
That's what he said.
See, that word that applies there. All right. So you have from 67 to it only goes up to 2009.
These are points, not goals, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So again,
115 goals is a lot.
it is a lot. That's like Wayne Gretzky numbers.
Yeah.
But again, it only goes up to 2009. So something we have to consider here.
That's more fun, I think.
Well, you say that, but like pre 1995, I think we might struggle.
I don't think so. I think we can get a couple 80s guys.
All right. Let's play a quiz here.
All right.
6-minute timer. Let's go. Let's start it.
I'm gonna say Jeff Carter.
Okay. 09.
I'm gonna say Mike Richards. Is he in there anywhere?
I'm going Lindros. Richards. Yep, he was at 08.
I'm gonna say is Leclerc.
Yep.
I'm gonna say on this list. Ronick.
I don't know if he was 2 years.
Simone Gagne.
Yep, there you go. You're
all right, we just fired in the 2000s.
All right.
And the 90s.
90 to 91. 92.
I'm gonna say I probably don't know those guys, but I'm gonna say Kerr.
Okay, here you go.
I'm gonna say our friend Brian Prop. I'm gonna say
Bobby Clark.
Yeah, of course. How maybe?
No, How.
No, I didn't think so.
McLeish. There you go.
What's the one in between the two barbers?
79 and 80.
Okay. God, hopefully your dad's not listening to this. He'll be really disappointed in us. We don't have that many left.
No, we don't. We have a little less than 5 minutes left to do it, too.
We have 33 out of 41.
67, 68.
Yeah, that's going to be the problem. Is like before Bobby Clark.
Yeah. Leach? No? Or did I spell that wrong? No, I guess it wasn't Leach. No, Pronger never did it. 81, 82, 79, 80, 76 through 70.
Nothing. I got nothing else.
Nothing sparks. I'm trying to think. Like it wasn't. I'm trying to think of like the bullies.
But I feel like we've named all the best possible.
Right, everybody else is just gooning it up.
Yeah. When did Brindamore play? Is Brindamore on here?
He could be 90. There you go. 91.
There we go.
92. Got one.
How about what the fuck is his name? He's a coach. I think he's on TV too. Current coach. He was like a good looking guy. Like all the women like Tockett. Is Tockett on there?
Yeah, he is. Look at that. Look at you go. You're on a roll.
I could not tell you anybody else though. Like from 1967. Um, trying to think.
I don't know if we're gonna get it,
Probably not.
but it's bugging me that we won't.
I feel like we're gonna know the names of the guys.
Oh,
Though.
I think we'll definitely know the names. I think I'm gonna think like, oh, how did I not say him? But I also have like a shit memory. I don't remember these things.
Yeah, I
I
got
don't know.
nothing.
Yeah, let's give up here. I don't know any of those first two names.
Oh, what are they? I can't see it.
Lou Gotti,
Okay.
Andre Lacroix. I
LaCroix.
don't know if I'm saying that correctly. And then Ken Linsman, which
Would
I've
have never
heard of,
gotten
but I
that.
never would have
Yeah,
got him.
never.
So I feel good
I'm
about
actually
that,
pretty
though.
happy. Yeah, I'm happy
impressed.
with that. Yeah.
But we nailed the 2000s and the 90s in like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
We can do one more if you want.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go Phillies. Let's see if there's anything here with the Phillies before we get out of here. Opening day lineups, opening day starting pitchers, World Series opponents. Not very many of them. Top 50 home run hitters in Philadelphia Phillies
Yeah, that's
history.
fun. That's a fun one.
Top
it's gonna
50.
Be like, it's gonna be like
it's gonna
Cody
be quite
Ashley.
a list.
Yeah, he's gonna be.
I just gotta look. See what I'm looking at first before.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on here. Why can't I get rid of that? What'd I do? No, I don't want your ad, your pop-ups and shit. All right. Get out of my screen. All right, there we go. All right, so 8 minutes to complete the quiz. So what's going on here? Years in positions with the Phillies.
Yep.
On the left, and then the right is the home run. You can see all that, right?
Sure.
All right, are you ready for this quiz?
Yeah.
And also, what year does this go up to? Is this like current?
I think it's just top 50 of all time.
I just didn't know how current this list is.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
It says 2019 to present, so maybe?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess it is current.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do the obvious.
Play
Schmidt.
quiz.
Ryan Howard.
Barrel.
Who's 46 to 56?
Was
it 46 to 56?
46 to 56.
All right. Right field is 28 to 33 and then 36 to 44.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. What's second? Yeah. Chase Utley. Left field.
70
Lozinski.
How the fuck do you spell that?
It's not him, but he's going to be on this list somewhere.
Right. Well, how do you spell it?
I don't fucking know. Greg Luzinski.
I can't put Greg.
Be Bake McBride. No, I think it's Luz.
Luz.
Inski.
Inski. Oh, you're right. All right. I thought there was a Y somewhere in there. Center field from 1918. Can you get the center fielder from 1918?
Grover Washington Smith. I don't fucking know. I was just a.
I mean, it's honestly, they're pretty popular names, right? Got to be somebody.
Rollins, obviously.
Yep.
Third base, first base, outfield.
From the 60s and 70s.
Abreu. What about I don't think I'm trying to go by years.
I'm trying.
Lieberthal is 94 to 06. I'm gonna guess.
How the fuck do you spell that?
I don't fucking know.
There you go. I got it.
Third base 96 to 02 is Roland. First base left field from 2017 to present. Who the fuck?
Present.
Did this say current? Right?
I believe it's current.
What about
why? Who are you
from?
thinking?
I don't know. It's what I thought it was. Maybe I thought you said 2019, but So wait, the catcher Dalton, is that the guy who's from 83 to 97? Darren Dalton. DAUL.
DAU. All right.
Yeah. Can you scroll down a little bit because our faces are in the way?
Is that good?
Outfield to first base. Crook. No. Well, he's on there, but not
He was
that
there. Who's there? Yeah.
that guy. Is Bake McBride on here? I don't think he is.
Is that how you
No,
spell it?
he wasn't a huge. Yeah, he wasn't a huge.
Tomei's got to be on here. Yeah, he's on here.
Actually, can you scroll down a little bit more? I can't really. Little more. That's good. You can't get the first baseman from 1926 to 1934.
No,
No,
I cannot.
Michael Franco for the third baseman from 14 to 19. The first baseman, no. All right, let's see. 83 to 89 is it's not Ryan Sandberg. He wasn't here. That
was on the list. That was the first baseman in left field.
Okay.
To the present. All right.
What about Matty Trio?
How do you spell his name?
I don't know.
I think I spelled it right. I don't think so. Left fielder, 2022 to present.
Did you do
Trillo? Schwarber's on the list. Who?
Is that Trillo? Is that how you spelled it? Okay. Oh shit! The right fielder from 1887 to 1898. We should get that immediately. What about Dick Allen? Is Dick Allen on here?
Yep. I really thought they said 1987 to 98.
No, 1887. God. You know, the good days. It was a good year.
Yep. Center fielder from
Shane
15
Victorino.
to 9.
Is that center fielder or right fielder from 05 to 12?
What about center fielder from 15 to 19 and then 21 to 22? Who came back?
Couldn't tell you. What about Maddox? Gary Maddox. Yep. First base from 10 to 20. Couldn't tell you that. Center field 15 to 19 and 21 and 22. Who was in center field?
When?
From 21 to 22.
That's what I'm saying. He was here in 15 to 19 too.
Yeah. Center field, left field. What year is that? 60 to 68. Oh, Odubel. That's who it is.
Oh shit. Yep. I put him out of my memory, to be honest.
Yeah, same. Raul Ibanez is 09 to 11.
That's what I was about to look for. Third baseman from 90 to 95 and 2002. What third baseman came back fucking 10 years later?
It's not Polanco, but Polanco might be on this list somewhere.
Nah, I just tried it. Didn't work.
Oh, is it what's his face?
I don't know who what's his face is.
Mickey Morandini?
Did I spell that right?
I don't know.
Who's third in home runs for the Phillies? I mean, I know he played in 46 to 56, but should we know that?
It's not Richie, right? Richie Ashburn is not.
Oh.
I don't think he was a home run hitter.
And then damn time, we should get 1928 to 1933.
Yeah, probably. It was good years.
We didn't do as well on this list as I thought we would.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
Okay, all right. You got a minute and a half. Second base, 83 to 89.
What about Chuck Klein? It's Kline. No, it's not how you spell. I'm gonna look up how you spell it.
Yep, and I got it. We got it.
Okay.
We got it.
Okay.
It's EIN.
I got nothing else. Hold on. What about you got Jason Worth, right?
Yep.
What about who's the guy above him? What years are there above him?
Who, Worth?
Yeah.
Where do you
Is
see
that
Worth at?
18?
1887 to 1898.
Bitch, what the fuck? What about is Juan Samuel on there?
How do you spell that?
I'll look it up.
I got it. 1983 to 89. You were right. Yep.
Okay. Um,
First baseman in the 70s.
what about the catcher from
You got 5 seconds.
72 to 81, Bob Boone?
Yeah. Ooh, got it in at the last second.
Okay.
All right.
Dale Innes, yeah.
Dale Ennis, Cy Williams,
Don't know who that
Johnny
is.
Callison, Willie
Don't know who that
Jones,
is. Don't know who that is.
Von Hayes.
Oh, Von Hayes.
Andy Semenick,
I don't know who that is.
Gavi Krevith,
Couldn't tell
Stan
you.
Lapata.
Can't
Dude, the
tell you.
old dudes have the funniest names ever.
Yeah.
Don Hurst, Granny Hamner,
Nah.
Sam Thompson, Dolph Camilli, Duron Johnson, Ed Delahanty. Is that how you pronounce that? Fred Letteris, Tony Gonzalez, Sherry McGee, Don Demeter, Jack Clements, Pinky Whitney. Quite the name.
Sounds like a porn star.
Pinky Whitney. Yep. Or like to drink Big Whitney. There you go. Dave Hollins, Rigo Bronya. How do you pronounce that? I forget how you pronounce his name. Willie Montanez.
Honestly, outside of Dale Innes, I don't think I would have gotten a single person. I don't know a single other person, so I wouldn't. I'm actually pretty happy with that.
I know Rico Bronya or Brogna, however you pronounce his name.
Yeah,
I
know the name. I would have never gotten it.
Yeah. And everybody else, who the fuck knows?
Correct.
So, are you ready to get out of here? You want to do one more?
No, it's
All
up to you.
let's
I'm game for whatever.
All right, we can't end it on that one. Let's go back here. Let's do one. Let's do one more. We can't end it on that one. Top 200 Phillies by most games played.
Yes.
Yeah. Do that one.
Yeah.
All right. From 1980 to 2010.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Never mind. There's 200 answers.
Yeah, all right, never mind. 200 answers, and the timer's 18 minutes. Must spend the next 18 minutes doing that one. Let's see here. See anything that catches your eye?
25 of all time. That's like a weird list.
Yeah.
We could do All Stars.
99 to present?
Yeah.
All right. Jesus Christ.
All right, but there's probably going to be a lot of the same. Like.
All right, ready? Let's play the quiz.
So, Lieberthal.
Damn it, I spelled it wrong again. All right. Pitching in 99.
Is it? Yeah, okay.
Shortstop was that Rollins? Yep, Rollins was 3. Let's go Utley. Let's go Howard.
Abreu.
Lidge.
Wagner.
On there.
Billy Wagner.
Shit. I have it zoomed in, so it's.
Yeah.
I might have to zoom out. Hold on.
That's fine.
There you go. 04, first base.
Did you do Abreu?
No, I did not. There you go.
What did you need? Jim Thome?
2004, first. Okay, Thome up. Starting pitchers in 99. Let's just get Hamels out of the way.
Roy Halladay.
Ruiz, Halladay, Worth, Victorino,
Burrell.
No,
is he not on there?
No, I'm spelling his name right?
Burrell. L.
Yeah, no, he's not on there. But left fielder, no 9.
Ibanez.
Yep, Ibanez.
Burrell's gone by then.
Center fielder in 07.
Is the starting pitcher 99 Kurt Schilling?
Yep, he was one of them.
Which one did you say center field? What?
Center fielder in 07.
Aaron Rowan.
Yep. 2012 relief pitcher.
Ryan Madsen.
That's what I was about to guess. No, don't believe so. Nope.
Papelbon.
Yep.
What else do we need?
2024. Let's just hammer those out.
Yeah, Harper, Wheeler, Suarez,
Wheeler,
Hoffman. Strom.
Who was Strom? Who was the other starting pitcher that was
Sanchez?
Yep. All right, we did that. All right, 2023.
Castellanos. And
relief
Kimbrel.
pitcher Kimbrel?
Yep.
He was an all-star last year?
He was great last year. He was great last year up until the break.
I was going to say.
Really to the deadline.
Schwarber?
13 I know is
Schwarber.
Yeah. 13 I know is Cliff Lee and Dominic Brown.
I was about to guess Dominic Brown. 2016 center fielder.
2016? You said
2016 center fielder.
Odubel, I'm gonna guess.
Yep. We got 8 more left and we got 7 minutes to go. We got this.
2017 relief pitcher?
Yep. I'm gonna go
2019 is Realmuto, yeah.
Yep, got him.
2017 relief pitcher. That's how bad they were. That they sent a relief pitcher.
And that was the only player.
Right.
I'll skip that one for now. Third baseman in 11. Who was that?
Pedro Feliz or Polanco?
Polanco, yep. All right, let's go. Relief pitcher in 06. Or third baseman in 02.
Roland?
Yep. Starting pitcher in 02.
Brett Myers? Probably.
No. So I spelled nope. So we only really need starting pitcher in 99, starting pitcher in 2002, relief pitcher in 17, and that's it.
I kind of is it Robert? Not Roberts. Is it Robertson?
No.
How about my guy from last week or 2 weeks or a couple weeks ago when I was Pat Neshek?
How you spell that? Am I spelling that right?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
I think I spelled that right. I don't think that's it though.
It is PT. Where is it? Neshek.
Nashek.
Neshek.
That was 2017. Yep, there you go. I was just spelling it wrong.
Oh my god, I don't know if I can name this pitcher from 99. Use 02, right? 2?
02 starting pitcher, 99.
You already have Randy Wolf.
Yep. And then an 06 relief pitcher.
06 relief pitcher. Oh my gosh. This is gonna kill me. The only guy I could think there's 2 guys that I could think of from that time period. Alfonseca with the extra finger. And then when I went to the
I'll spell that.
Cole Hamels retirement night, Tom Gordon, like did the
Gordon was in
ceremony.
06.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Okay. The only reason I thought of him was because I went to the Hamels retirement night and they were really good friends. He was there.
That's funny. There you go. It was 06. So
the
only ones we need with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to figure it out. Starting pitcher from 02 and 99.
I got nothing, man.
I got nothing.
It's not Brett Myers.
No.
It's not Brett Myers or Randy Wolf. It's not John Lieber. God forbid. Who else pitched for them?
This sucks. Got so close, but yet so far.
I got nothing, man.
Part of me wants to sit here in silence for the next 3 minutes, but that's not good for anybody. So
It's not
if you
good
want,
content.
let's just give it up here. It's
Okay.
gonna make me so mad. So we have Paul Bird and Vicente Padilla.
Vicente. I always forget about Vicente.
Yeah, I could have got Padilla at some point. Never would have got Paul Bird.
Correct.
Ever.
Me too.
But I could have got Padilla at some point if I thought about it long and hard enough.
That's what she said.
That one's got, listen, 58 out of 60.
Yeah, man. We're
Listen,
passed the tests.
We got 97%. The average score is 71%. I say that's pretty damn good.
I think that's pretty good.
I think that's pretty good. All right, let's get out of here. Nobody wants to see this ad anymore, so let me take this off the screen. And yeah, like us on our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Although I have a beef with Twitter. I haven't even tweeted out anything in a while because we can't go live on there because Elon Musk sucks. So we're basically just on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Go check us out over there, and we will see everybody next Monday. See you then.